Hey guys, we're going to review a few things about landscapes, okay, and creating space, okay. I don't mean outer space. Space is the distance between objects. So if we have these objects, which are what? Circles, this area right here, that blank area right there, is the space between them, okay. And when we're drawing, we have to make it look like one thing is behind something else, okay. So right now, these objects are beside one another, okay, beside. If we want to make something look like it's behind something, then we would first draw this, okay, and then we would draw an arch line behind it, and now it looks like this one is in the front and this one is in the back, and it looks like there's space in between those two objects, but there's really not. It's just a trick that we use in art. Now, when we're overlapping, we can create even more space. This would be the middle. This would be the back. And to make it look as if something is in front of the middle, we would overlap that, okay? And we can shade it in. Okay, remember, everything that's in the front needs to be bigger than whatever is in the back, because it's closer to you, okay? And we see the whole thing. If something is in front of something else, we don't see all of it, okay? Another thing that I wanted to show you is how to create your rings for Saturn. We're also going to overlap, but I'm going to show you an easy way. I think it's easy. First, you draw your circle. Then you're going to draw two horizontal lines on the side like that. Underneath it, you're going to draw one horizontal line that goes over the circle, okay? Then we just put an arch at this end, an arch at that end, okay? But the ring is thicker than that, so the best way to solve that problem is to make those lines what? Parallel, okay? Let's make that parallel. Parallel. Parallel lines run side by side, but they do not touch. And then we're going to shade it in, okay? And look how slowly I'm shading it in. Now, we're going to shade over that. I want to show you guys another trick that you have to use in art. If you're trying to shade that curve, it's okay to turn your paper like that and start shading it with arch lines. You can turn your paper when you're drawing. It helps me get those lines exactly how I want them. Okay, look at how I'm turning my paper so I can shade that in like that. Shading in everything, getting rid of that white paper. We don't want to see that paper. Okay, I'm going to make it a little thicker down here. I think that's the easiest way for you guys to learn how to overlap that ring around your planet Saturn. Okay, and remember, we're using shape to form. Shape to form. Okay, remember we used semicircle and trapezoid for our UFO. Okay, we put that UFO on a planet, and the way to do that is to overlap it. So we put an arch line there, an arch line there. We use some ovals and ellipse to make it look like we're on the moon. Okay? Now it looks like this spaceship is in the front. Okay? And we could draw a small little planet in the background. We can overlap here to make it look like there's another planet. Maybe we want to draw, maybe that's going to be the sun. You can use some zigzag lines for that. Okay, or maybe you want to add a rocket ship. Remember that we used arch line, diagonal to make our trapezoid. Okay, and look at that, it's overlapping. Okay, we can add some diagonal lines for the fire. Okay, we can add some arch lines for the wings. Yeah. Okay, remember we had a little robot man that we drew. I don't have enough room on my paper to do that, but if you need me to show you, I can show you in class. You can draw some funny little space creatures floating out there. Okay, you want to put as much stuff as you can in your outer space landscape, okay? Because there's a lot of cool things in outer space, and we want to show as much as we can, be as neat as we can with our work, and be colorful.